see, we have 4 concepts here that are pretty powerful. Let's go back to the guy who wants to give a speech, a public speaking. He might focus on the good images. He might say to himself, okay, from now on, when I'm thinking about giving this public speech, I'm not going to think anymore about me failing and blacking out. I'm going to think about people applauding me. Okay, you're focusing on the good images. Your mind is going to provide you with the right neurological resources. Okay, you got a good strategy. You have on paper, word by word, the best speech of one of the biggest specialists in the US who wrote you how to affect the crowd psychologically. What kind of metaphors to use in order to affect your mind and metaphysic power. What kind of body language I should use in order to affect the person next to me. Okay, so you got a good strategy. You got the habit. That means you're used to the speech. You know it by heart. You can sing it in the shower. You can say it wherever. You said it in front of your friends and family so many times. And you know it by heart. You feel pretty comfortable with it. Okay. So focus, strategy, habits. You know it by heart. You got a good reason to give the speech because someone in the crowd is looking at you, and this person, if he's going to like your speech, he's going to get you to the job of your dream. He's going to get you to Harvard University or whatever your subjective reason is. But with all those 4 components that he is having, he comes to the podium to give the speech, and what happens? Yeah, you guessed right. There is still a chance that he's going to black out and forget everything. Even though he's having all of those 4 components and he's implementing each and every one of them, there is still an option that your mind is going to block your neurological resources, and you're going to have a blackout where you're not going to be able to achieve your goal, even if you're using those 4 components. So what is the one component that is missing here? So we're reaching the final aspect, the most important muscle brain in your mind to achieve those goals. It's called belief. What is a belief? We have all kinds of beliefs. A belief about the person you are, a belief about what you can achieve in life. Let's take examples. A belief about how much money I can make. A belief about, oh, this kind of person is never going to want to marry someone like me. That's a negative belief. A belief about, oh, I'm not so good with working out or eating healthy. Another limited belief. On the other hand, you can have supportive belief. Oh, I'm good in math. I'm good in school. Everything was memorizing. I'm pretty good with that. So all of these are belief. Okay, is a neurological pattern, neurological path in your mind that's going to pop you up to a certain belief that you have in your mind. Now, a belief is the most powerful aspect in your mind for a reason that it can block neurological resources. As you can see, the guy that's having those 4 aspects, he wants to give the speech. He comes, he worked with all those 4 strong aspects, and still his mind is blocking the neurological resources, even if he remembers the speech by heart and he has the habits and the reason. You can have a goal and simply your mind is blocking your neurological resources, or on the other hand, if you have a supportive belief, your mind can provide you the neurological resources in order to achieve this goal. We're going to tell a story about a runner back in the year of 1964 called Roger Bannister. Roger Bannister wanted to break the 1-mile running record. All recorded history, running 1 mile less than 4 minutes, 1 mile less than 4 minutes was something that is not possible. No one ever was able to do that. Scientists used to claim that it's simply impossible because of the aerodynamic, because of the power of gravity, the oxygen consumption that your body is capable of. No human being is able to run 1 mile less than 4 minutes. Roger Bannister, what he did is training like all the other athletes, 1 mile running, physical training. But he said, in my free time, whenever I can, I'm going to hire a coach and we're going to do visualization, guidance, imagination. If you guys heard about this concept, I'm going to imagine that I'm running this 1 mile, and when I'm finishing, I'm seeing in front of myself 3:59.5. I'm seeing all the crowd applauding. I'm seeing my name in all the news, in all the newspapers in the world. All the world is saying Roger Bannister did the unbelievable and broke the record. Then scientists claim that it's impossible. He ran 1 mile in less than 4 minutes. And guess what happened? Yes, Roger Bannister broke the record. But that's not the point of the story. A week later, about 13 runners broke the record. A month later, around 100 runners were able to break the record and ran 1 mile less than 4 minutes. Till today, thousands of athletes are running 1 mile less than 4 minutes. So we have to understand from it, it's not their legs that were stopping them. It's the limited belief that scientists put that it's impossible to run 1 mile less than 4 minutes. Imagine someone is trying to run as fast as possible, and what's stopping him is not his legs, it's his mind. In order to understand what a belief is, we're going to give one more example. If you guys heard about the phenomena called split personalities, people that have experienced a trauma in their childhood, and their mind is going to take them, make them jump into another personality without their own choice. There are people with 5, 10, and even 30 different personalities. I saw personally a show about a girl named Yuval. She allowed a whole crew of a TV with cameramen to go into her life for a certain amount of time. She had 30 different personalities. And this woman, when she jumped from her normal character named Yuval to another character named Mia, Mia is blind. And when the doctor came and checked her pupil, if her eyeball is reacting to light, they saw an amazing thing. Her eyeball was not reacting to light. Her eyes were really blind. Even though her eye is completely healthy. When she jumps into a character named Mia, because she is simply believing all the way, 100%, that she is blind, the mind is able to block neurological resources of your eye. Doesn't mean that your mind can maybe block the speed of your metabolism. Absolutely. Doesn't mean that your mind can block the abilities, physical abilities, like the story of Roger Bannister. Your mind can provide or block certain neurological resources. So what can we understand from it? And most important, how can I create a new belief? In order to understand that, we first of all have to understand how a belief is being created. Thank you guys for joining. You guys can stay tuned and check out our Facebook and YouTube page and learn more tips and lessons. Thank you.